Friday, Sports Show Friday, except we have a very special guest. It is the one and only 17-year NBA veteran Al Harrington joining us on the show. Yeah! Al Harrington, two people. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, my brother.
Thanks for coming in. Dude, we got a lot to get to. I'm not going to say that it's going to be like, all right, we're going to talk about this guy and that guy. I want to know the inner workings. Like, I think it's more than that. We had Martellus Bennett on a few weeks ago, and he showed me not only a lot about him as a person, but how he is more than an athlete. I know The Uninterrupted put something out about how athletes are simply more than that moniker that we give them as fans and even in the media. And he really showed me a lot about imagination agency, and I'm hoping that you will do the same as well, that you aren't just a former basketball player, you are an entrepreneur, successful as well, and just basically what you're up to right now. So let me start with this. You had a meeting with David Stern. It went viral. You've probably been asked about this 95 million times. There are still some people who unfortunately do not know what the heck we're talking about right now. But you met with him, and he had two big changes. In my opinion, three, really, if I think about it further. Tape delay being no more. I mean, my God. Which, like, you could credit a little bit Magic and Bird, but it was also the evolution of the game. So not having the finals on tape delay, big win. The second was the dress code change with, like, Allen Iverson, and he didn't want to have that sort of image with the NBA. And the third could potentially be you swaying his decision, which has a trickle-down effect of reaching Adam Silver for taking marijuana, I don't know why I said it like that, off the banned substances list. When you went into that meeting, which was on The Uninterrupted, were you nervous? Were you ready to pitch? Did you, like, practice in the mirror, like, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me? Like, what exactly were you feeling meeting with the former commissioner?
Well, I mean, obviously I was nervous to interview him in general, just because I've never, sat and interviewed anyone before, what I'm saying? So that was the first time for me, like, ever doing that. But to be honest, to give you a little backstory on it, that was the fourth time we actually talked about it. I had flew to New York 3 different times before that to sit with him and kind of talk to him about it. And, continue to bring him more information, explain to him how it helped me, how it helped my grandmother, and just other people's stories that I've actually known that, cannabis has actually, gave them a better quality of life from dealing with a lot of different issues that, that instead of them taking pharmaceutical drugs that are highly addictive and different things like that. And, let's not even start with the side effects of some of these drugs. Just
well, I mean, I think you should, actually.
Yeah, I mean, just,
seriously.
What drug do we want to start with, you know what I'm saying, at this point? But, it's funny, I tell people all the time, when you watch the games, right, you sit and you watch, and then one of these commercials come on that fixes whatever, and it's just like, this is that. You see people walking through the park, you see flowers and all that, and then at the end, somebody's like, side effects are sudden death, internal bleeding, eyeballs fall out.
But look at them looking romantic and hot
so
tubs.
Great out there, right? So, I was just explaining to him, and I was like with athletes, same thing. I was just like, you think about, what we go through as athletes, during a game, let's just say, and so many emotional roller coasters. You get hyped up to play, then you're playing against this guy, your teammate misses an assignment, now you're arguing with him, the coach is screaming at you, a fan says something. So by the time that game is over, you're like sitting there like, you're like juiced up, you can't calm down. It's like, and a lot of times we turn to alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Now we talk about alcoholism, and we talk about all the effects of alcohol, how, there's no good effects from that. You know what I'm saying? Dehydration, different things like that. And I was just saying to him, just imagine if a player could go and eat an edible or take a capsule. You know what I'm saying? That brings him down. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it heals from within as well. You know what I mean? Especially when you get some of these stuff with high CBD and low THC products. I just think that, players should have an option. You know what I mean? And then even from, just from chronic pain, like I said, I was telling you earlier, for 7.5 years, I took 2 Celebrex in the morning, 1 at night, just to be able to, work out in the summer and playing games throughout the season. And I already knew that there was side effects for my liver and kidneys and different things like that. But at the end of the day, I had to provide for my family. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go out there and do whatever it took to go out and play games. And now all I'm saying is, like, I wish I had an alternative way to medicate myself, which I feel like cannabis is a very valuable option, because even after the 14 surgeries I had throughout my career, I don't take any anti-inflammatories, and after my last 4 surgeries, I didn't even take a Vicodin, a Oxy, or any of that. I've managed all my pain through cannabis.
And it was through CBD and THC.
It was through both for me. But, I've actually been working on products that are just completely hemp-based. with very low THC or none at all. And you know, right now the 3 products that we're going to bring to market is going to be a pain relief cream, a tincture, and then a capsule. And then we're going to evolve into other things like water and pain patches.
Wait. There's going to be like a CBD water
that's
going to come out?
They're already CBD waters
really?
out already. Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, so you know, we're gonna evolve into all these other different products or whatever, where you know, you could take that stigma out of it completely. Like, you can't get high from these things. These things only can help. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those are some of the things that we're actually working on right now.